Oh man, y'all ready? Oh man, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? So, welcome to the show as always. I am your host Marcel, aka known as Prince Marcel,
It's your boy Fredo, aka Papa Fredo.
and this is Midwest Point of View. Where we talk about dope places, dope people, and dope regions. Why you need to, what I'm saying, continue to rock with the Midwest. 'Cause I know we got fans and friends out here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is where all stories take center stage right here at the Midwest Point of View. Let's go ahead and get it rocking and rolling, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And when Brody say that, it's not that y'all not important. We just saying we raw like that. You know what I'm saying? And y'all need to pay attention. You know.
Easy.
And they need to. It's for me, bro. This is one of my point of views. One of my point of views is that the the community, the culture, especially in the Midwest, with all the opportunities we've been having, especially with on the money side and the sponsorships and stuff like that. These are the type of things that what I'm saying the culture need to talk about. We need to pay attention to.
Yeah, I can agree. It's always better when you can get something from another person's perspective, things of that sort. They may be even thinking what you're thinking, maybe feeling how you feeling. You never really know, but they may have the answers that you could be looking for. That's for sure. So it's always good to get another person's perspective. And I think the best thing that we doing here today is we bringing another person out here for y'all to get the feeling, the vibe of they're gonna give y'all their life story and how they overcome what they may deem to be the struggle to get to where they are now today, which would be success.
Hey
So with no
man,
further ado, we want to make
success.
sure we give a round of applause to Miss Jessica, Miss Jessica
Yo,
Trotter.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Hello, Miss Trotter. How
how
you
you
doing
feeling?
today?
I'm doing amazing. I'm doing amazing. How you guys doing? Thank you for
We doing
asking.
good. We doing good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for coming out here, joining in with us on the show. We actually just did the intro here, and now that we getting started, um, let's see. How has your day been so far? That'll be my first question.
My day has been really good. So I had a chance to work. I am a social worker. So I had a chance to serve today with my clients, and then I also had a chance to check in with a couple of my clients as far as my business. So it's just been a smooth, productive day, man.
Okay, all right. I like it. I like it. Hey, sounds like a good Monday, right? People say
Great Monday.
Mondays be
Got to
starting
start it
out
off
rough.
right.
Yeah, well, so that's how you do it. Start the week off right. Everything else gonna run smooth.
No, I love that, but we got to start like this. Just what's the word, bro? What you
Hey, Marcellus, how you doing?
Not much, man. How you feeling,
I'm
man?
feeling amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful day.
Man, it's always good to see you. And it's so what's so funny? Who was I just talking with? Uh I was talking with Mike, and like a few other people from high school because they had invited us out to and Darnell. You remember Darnell?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah, I just talked to him not too long ago. Um and I say this for those that are watching and sees this. We go back, but it's I love to see now that we're older, the things that we've accomplished, how far we've come. Especially because not a lot of people thought that our class, our generation would be much.
Right.
Ain't that the truth?
Right.
Yeah. But so I want you to tell, besides me just knowing you, um, where you want to start? I would like to start with like where you from? Like where you from? How did you grow up? For the people who don't know, how did you get into your financial journey?
Yes, yes. So, my name is Jessica Trotter. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. I ventured out after high school, so I did graduate from Harlan High School, and I decided to start um, my undergraduate journey at Jackson State University. So I received my Bachelor of Social Work there. And then, well, I guess kind of like to kind
Shout
of
out to the
sum
black
all of
women with
that up.
degrees.
Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
HBCU,
yeah.
I'm gonna shout that out.
Yeah.
But I did what I was supposed to do. All in all, I went to school, I got the degrees. I went to graduate school, even got another degree. I'm a licensed master social worker, and I got the job that I wanted. I work for the government right now, so that's amazing. And I accomplished all of that by at least like 26, 20, yeah, at least like, yeah, 25, 26. So then it was just like kind of what's next, like you follow the system, they say, you go to school, you get good grades, you go to college, you
Yeah.
work, you get married, you get a house, and it's just like, okay, cool.
You married?
I'm not married. I'm not married.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's typically what they say.
Yeah, I get what
That's
you're
that's the
saying though, as
system.
far as with the system of the American system.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, it's just like at that point where I'm 25, 26, and you kind of just got the next steps of getting married, getting a house, and then it's like, what, work for the next 30, 40 years to retire and
Man.
then live my best life, like that can't be it.
That's what they
So
tell us, right?
that's exactly what they tell us. So I'm glad y'all have heard about that. So y'all heard about the system. Y'all heard about the way that it works.
Very much aware of the system,
Um,
yeah.
and would you agree that that is the end all be all?
Yeah,
For what they
that's
have
the
here for
cookie
us,
cutter.
yes. That
Yes,
that's what it is,
Yeah.
yes.
exactly. That is the plan that they
That is
have for
definitely the
us.
plan.
And as they say, you want to travel down the road less traveled. So that's what I wanted to do, and especially with leaders, especially with go-getters, especially with people who do want different for their lives. You go down these other pathways, you take risks on your lives, and you get educated. You grow skill sets in different industries and different um and in different fields. So I didn't want to just stay captive to social work, to my profession. And I wanted to take a risk on myself. I wanted to learn more about finances because essentially money makes the world go round, no? Yes or yes?
Yes, that is
There we
true.
Yes,
go.
yes.
That is
There we
true.
go.
But what
So
inspired you to do social work? I guess that would
oh,
be my
social
question.
work. Let's get into social work. So that's kind of the reason why I did finances is because I didn't want that to be my end all be all. So I wanted a way where I
Mhm.
could find a way to create some type of control for my future, control for my financial future, and then a way to be able to actually build people going to my business's
So it was
name.
like your stepping stone, is what you're saying.
Social work. I would say that it was the path that I thought was going to get me there. If that makes sense,
Hmm.
So you
No, that
go to
makes sense.
school
I
and
can
you get a
understand
good
that.
stable job. Everybody anywhere need a social worker, and it's so broad of a field. You need social workers in healthcare. You need social workers in again with military. You need social workers with geriatrics. You need I just knew it was stability and security. So that's
You
what
was
I was
thinking about
aiming
that
for.
like junior
So
year?
essentially,
Yes, and helping people. It's always been a passion of mine to serve and help
and
people.
that's
So like,
Yeah.
beautiful. That's
what's a way I
beautiful. Yeah.
can kind of do both? So again, that way of like I can help people, I can serve people, and I can provide myself with security and stability. But then when you get there, you like, I got to do this for 40 more years. Like I'm
That's
not
what I
at
was just gonna
security
say.
and
So that's
stability
That's
where
the
it kind
one.
of
just because I got two
That's
woke
the
up for
degrees.
one.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. So that was like
Yeah.
the eye opener for you at that moment when you reached
Yes,
the level that you feel like, okay, I'm young. I've reached the idea of the American success, right? And now I want to get past this ceiling.
right,
I
right.
got you.
And how do
I
I
got you.
break past that?
So what did you find out so far within finances that you feel is helping you reach now that next level?
So I would say the financial industry and entrepreneurship. Has helped me reach another level. So I actually just reached a milestone in my business, being able to reach more people, being able to serve more families. So definitely reaching a milestone in my business. And I believe it is this industry and the entrepreneurship, the fact that I am an entrepreneur, the fact that I am going out again, controlling my own time and my own income. And this industry has just made that possible. So as far as the financial industry, I am a life insurance agent and I deal with retirement as well. It is one top five of the most profitable industries in the nation. So, and I don't know if my camera's freezing or not. So if you see
You
that,
kind of popped out
okay.
of there for a second. There you go.
Okay, perfect,
You
perfect.
right.
But I will say in this industry, you learn about people, you learn
Mhm.
about the value of family, you learn about the value of protection, of preparation. And that was big for me because again, I'm an academic, I'm technical. So I want to make sure that I am doing the most to help people. So in that it comes preparation, it comes protection, it comes generational wealth, and that was important for me. That's how I knew to get to the top. So why not help other people? So of course the financial industry, again, you need money to do everything. Money is life insurance is literally the foundation of your home. So again, being able to provide value
And
in
not a lot
that,
of people take life insurance as serious as they should.
and
You
that's why
know,
I'm
they wait
definitely
until
here
it's
to
too
build
late.
that. Yes.
Hmm. Yeah.
But yes,
So
as you were
I'm glad
saying,
that you're
it's too
doing that.
late. Yeah.
No, no, and I'm glad that you are here to say that now because I feel like our listeners do need to hear someone say something like this. So that it puts the bug in their ear, and we haven't really hit that topic just yet. So this is the time for it, and I appreciate that.
Well, yes, yes, and I appreciate the platform. So yeah, if we don't have our life, if we don't have the money to be able to sustain our lifestyle, then kind of how do we continue to move forward and sustain anything? So again, that is the foundation of your financial home. And again, like that knowledge is just so powerful to me. So I've been able to spread that to other people and been able to make an income off it. So and then just in entrepreneurship, again, being able to work a full-time job on top of being able to have a business full time where I'm controlling my time, I'm controlling my income, I'm controlling how I'm able to serve people, not just kind of going off a checklist of what I need to do. So again, that's the foundation of your financial
Mm.
home.
Hold up. We lost you. All right. So we back. So with that, so my question is, it might be two part. What how many women do you see in your industry, and what is the impact of you getting into this field, this entrepreneurship that can help young women of today? What
I
should
love
they know?
it.
What should they prepare for?
I love it. I love that question. I love that question. Thank you for that. Because I do believe, especially um, women of color, so this is that type of industry and that type of knowledge that we don't get as a community, especially as the caretakers of the family. We do have the providers of the family, which are the males, but we do have the caretakers who's on the front lines, taking care of the family, taking care of the home. Why aren't we thinking about ways where that we can protect that and prepare it if we are not there? That things can continue to maintain and function in a household. Just having to think, unfortunately, if we are not there. So I really love that question, and it is a something to start having a perspective shift in women of color. So I believe that my industry, first of all, I definitely want to preface, I am affiliated with People Helping People, a financial agency. Patrick Bet David is our CEO. With the company that I am affiliated with, majority majority women, majority women. That means we
That's
are on the
beautiful.
front line
That's
going
good.
out there serving families. And that is so important because the life insurance industry, if you kind of know a little bit about it, if you remember the old white men coming to people's houses, coming to your grandma and great grandma houses, things like that, it's very male and white dominated. So
Yeah.
for us to come
Yeah.
up and be such a diverse company, not only with women, but culturally as well, but we're going to stick with women right now, that we can dominate in corporate industries. It does not have to be male. So having that community and that sense of belief that you can excel, you can achieve and accomplish great and big things in this industry, being a woman of color, and making sure that you are thinking about the future, because in that we're inevitably, the only thing that is inevitable in life is what?
Yeah,
That's it. It's gonna come. So why not think about it? Why not prepare for it? Why not make sure that your children, your husband, your wife, your family, your aunties, your cousins, that all of that is going to continue to maintain even without you? To me, that's love.
sure.
To me, that's
And you
showing love.
know, when you really think about it, it's a sense of selflessness, right?
Come on.
Because I'm preparing my family, my children's children, possibly in some way, to be set up generationally. You know, I mean, that's how Caucasians been doing it since the end of time. You know, it's really a lot of our people. You know, that I've been
And that's
fall
why I
short
do
to that.
emphasize our community. That is
Yeah.
not to say that our fellow Caucasian women can't continue to come in this
Yeah,
industry and
no, no, we ain't
do their
listen, right.
thing,
It's for
Yeah.
all.
but
It's there for
our
all. But
culture
we
needs it
just
the
want more
most
of our people to commit and take that
because
advantage that we
No.
have as well, because it is for all of
I,
us. Exactly.
I can second that into why we emphasize it from a cultural perspective, because what I am aware of, I won't say I know, what I am aware of is that we end up doing a lot of GoFundMe's versus life insurance policies, and that aspect, those things that we need.
speak
Yeah,
about
true,
it.
true.
Speak about
Um,
it.
are
And the
you
GoFundMe is not a life insurance policy. I just have to emphasize that. Okay.
Yeah,
so
let them know.
I do have to ask, do you have kids?
I do not. I do not.
Okay, okay. So I understand that you don't have kids, right? But
Yeah.
for the mothers, the fathers, people that do have kids out there, how would you encourage them to be successful in your field?
Definitely, definitely. So, one, parents do amazing in this field, and I believe one reason is because it is a tool. Like, this industry is definitely a vehicle of creating legacy. And when you have a child already set in place, though I am already there, but having that child set already in place, having those children already there that you're looking at, that you're raising, that you see and grow up, you want to do something more for them than what you have. And the fact that you have an opportunity to do that through and I'm not going to be biased just with my industry, though again it is top five of the most profitable in the nation. Do something, do something.
Right.
Top five,
So in
y'all.
my
Top five.
industry, it's entrepreneurship. But I do just want to emphasize entrepreneurship. Being able to control your time and income is that second thing. So being able to have that
Mhm.
free time where you can make a couple, you could make a couple $100. You could, depending on again what industry you're in. But I know in this industry it has
Your
changed my
hustle.
life because I can make money in an hour.
Well,
Like
with
the
free time
time
as a
restraint,
parent, it's
huh?
very important. With free time as a parent, that's very
Yes,
important. I mean, all the
yes.
time that you get left to now put back into your child, back into your household, things of that sort. So, any parent that just heard this, they're already thinking like free
Come
time, free
on.
time. I never had free time.
So for the parents that and for the community that don't know where to start with life insurance, why it's important, and if you were speaking to them right now, like what is this field? Could you give us like a short master class on benefits of life insurance? What can I do with it? How does it serve me? And the different terms of policies that they got or that you guys got.
Okay. So definitely, like, let's break it down. So with life insurance, it's been around literally 2,000 years. Like, it's literally been around since the Romans. They made sure that they had pots that they were putting into when they people went to war. So if somebody didn't come back, they people were still taken care of at home. So this been around. Okay, this been around.
Hmm.
The two types of life insurances that are primary today are term and perm. And if you haven't heard of them, think of term
Oh,
20 years, well, up to 30 years. And it gives you a lot of coverage for the most affordable amount. So if you just need something, want something to make sure you're passing down, and even starting some type of generational wealth, starting that protection and establishing a financial future for the next person, for your family. I mean, again, your husband, your children, your niece, your nephew, whoever that is to you, you just want to might have that set up. Again, it's the most affordable out there, but it does expire. And then once it expires, you will have to renew, and then that rate that you were paying before might not be that rate you pay again. So then that's what comes in with permanent policies. Might heard of these with whole life, variable, index, universal, all of those. Um, but with permanent, it lasts your whole life period. So if you hear a permanent policy, you paying into it your whole life. And the specific products that I specialize in are index universal life policies. Those policies are twofold, where you have a well. First of all, are y'all still with me? Does any of that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
digestible for y'all right now. All right, cool. All right, cool. Just want to make sure y'all still with
Yeah,
me.
we here
We
So
so
again,
far.
settling
We
it.
here
that
so
second one
far.
is kind of twofold. So you paying into it. Of course, you pay something monthly into your policy. Um, half of that money, or at least a portion of that money, is going into your death benefit, which is what is paid out. In case anything happens to you. But then that second half, or that second portion of what you paying into it, is going to a cash value policy. That cash value, if structured and maintained properly, you can be able to pull money from that policy tax free, becoming your own bank. Again, if it's structured properly with those loans you taken out, as it continues to grow, and again, I don't believe I said this, but it does grow with the stock market because it's linked. It's not exactly tied, but it is linked to the stock market. So you do gain some growth, like it is in the stock market. It does have a cap and a roof, but for now, we will just keep it simple and sweet. It does grow at a pace where you can take out money, use that for a home, use that to invest into your
I've
kids'
actually
business,
heard of this,
things
like,
like that.
potential
So
method as
to
well.
me, I think that's it. Also, with these policies, you have living benefits. So do y'all know anybody that has had like a heart attack, stroke, bad accident, anything like that? Do y'all
Right.
know of anybody?
Yes, yes.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
yes. So with
Yeah,
that, the living
unfortunately,
benefits
yes.
allows you to access a
Hate to be
portion
the
of your
one to say
policy, at least
yes.
like 20-90%, so you can handle hospital bills, treatments, home health care, paying the bills, in case you do have to
Yeah,
take
life
some time
insurance
off of
is
work,
more
anything
than
like
for
that.
just when you
So it's
die.
definitely been a game changer in our community, because those are illnesses that we prevalently suffer from. So yeah, that's kind of the basis of life insurance 101.
Thank you, thank you. Um,
I love it,
so
man.
yeah, it's
I
great.
love it.
I'm gonna say this though, right? So
And I
with
can't hear y'all.
can you hear us now?
I can't hear.
No? Hold
How about
on.
now? Is that better?
Can you hear me?
We should be live. All right.
Mm.
So yeah, so what I was gonna say was, thank you for giving us a breakdown on how life insurance works, and hopefully a lot of people are gonna actually take that and be able to retain that, take that in, and then get to what they need. Could you give us the top two life insurance currently that you life insurance holders that you just mentioned there, like the facilities that we can go to get it?
Carrie, now that is the thing. I love that you said that. So,
Because I
the
heard you
carriers that
mention
I
two
work
there,
with.
but I just couldn't remember the names.
So the carriers that now, are you speaking about carriers or the categories of life
No,
insurance?
carriers, like the people that we can go
Carriers.
to get the life insurance.
Perfect, perfect. So I love that you said that. Now I work with companies like National Life Group, Mutual of Omaha, John Hancock. Now, have you ever, seen them in your community?
No, and I stay in a pretty good community.
It went blank.
Okay, so we back and talk to us about the carriers?
Yes. So, like I was saying, National Life Group, Mutual of Omaha, John Hancock, and you can't tell me where any of those are in your community right now.
No,
No.
no, no.
Okay.
Can't find them. Never seen them. No,
I love that. I love that because
I'm tell the
then
truth.
yes, and I really do love your honesty. I really do appreciate your honesty. But now be honest with me here. Can you tell me where your nearest McDonald's is?
Yes.
There we go. Now, that is the whole purpose of us and our financial agency is that we have people that look like us that are accessible to the community. So again, people just like me. I'm actually an associate, a field associate, but I'm actually an associate with a company out in Oak Brook that's affiliated with PHP as well. That company is AAO Against All Odds. Our firm again is out in Oak Brook, and we are literally hands on the ground or boots on the ground, um, shaking hands with people, word of
Kissing
mouth, no
babies.
leads, no
Yeah, I love it.
referrals,
I love it.
and we work with the carrier. So that's the whole thing. We are a financial marketing organization. So we are the people that learn this information, take it serious, and really want to pour out the value to people just like us. So those are the carriers that I work with. You probably won't see them in your community, but you'll see people like us. So if you all are interested, I work on word of mouth and referrals solely, no leads, no cold calls, no knocking on doors. So we are the people who work with these carriers. I am a licensed professional. I'm licensed in multiple states, appointed with these carriers as well. So those are just a couple of people we work with.
Okay. Thank you. Thank
Gotcha.
you.
So, okay, because I feel like we touched on this, but I think that this is important to mention and walk down a scenario. So, as a licensed professional, um, one of my family members passed. What life insurance policy should I need? Um, how does it work once I come and sit with you, my agent, quote unquote? And can you walk me through this process of what would be what do you do? Who do I call? How do I get the money? To go through the proceedings of the funerals and even the aftermath of whatever medical costs and stuff like that.
I got you. I got you. Now, first of all, and this is a beautiful question because a lot of people really do not know what to do when that time comes. Now, I want to know, first of all, does the auntie have life insurance? So we're saying the auntie does have life insurance.
She got yeah, we're gonna say she got life insurance. We're gonna do that on
Okay.
positive for
Okay.
the community. She got life
All
insurance.
right, all right. So she has life insurance.
Okay.
So how you now? Fortunately, I've not had a death benefit that I've had to pay out
Process.
yet, but I have had my mentor, and shout out to my mentor underscore motivational MK. She is a broker, co-agency owner, co-equity owner with our company. So follow her at underscore motivational MK. So and she just talked about it at on one of her social medias that she just experienced this, and she's been in the industry 6 years. But to get to the example, um you would first of all want to know your aunt's information and know
Mhm.
that if you're the beneficiary, because
Okay.
you can't get no money if you're not that beneficiary. So that's
Right.
number
Okay.
one. Know who
Okay.
the beneficiary is. If it's you, perfect. If it's not you, go get that person.
Mhm.
And then you have to make sure that you also know that person's information. So even if it's not their policy number, knowing their full social. So that's something that people do run into, is not knowing that person's full social. Of course, sometimes you can find it, sometimes you can't. So
Yeah.
making sure you have their information, full name, date of birth, social security number, so then they can verify the policy.
So no
Then they
secrets. So
no
no
secrets.
secrets.
Okay.
Good.
But I like that you said that because just to touch on that real quick, do y'all not know how secretive we are in the Black community about life insurance policies? We don't
Hmm.
know it until it's the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to continue, and this is
Mhm.
why it's so important to have these things and talk with your people about it. So again, knowing that information, don't be secretive. Have that all in the box. I know my auntie, she said she got it all in the box, but all my cousins know to get it, know the information and all of that. So have that information on hand. Call that agent. Make sure that you have that agent's number, and that's how you know you got a good agent. If you still got their number, you're in contact with them, because you at least need to be doing some annual reviews with your agent. To
Got her
make sure.
page the number.
Come on. So just make sure you got that number on speed dial. But again, that's how you know you have a good agent, if you're talking to them a lot. And then that agent will be able to connect you with the carrier, again, verify all the information, and then to kind of discuss with you from there your options.
Okay. Um, what is your area of expertise? What are some things that you have seen in your field? Some things that you processed, cases, cases or scenarios.
Okay. Just as far as like the most craziest, or kind of just
Uh,
the
let's.
saddest, the happiest, like give me
Ooh,
give me a range.
you know what? I kind of want to do. I want to talk because I've heard this as far as you hear this in the financial world and like entrepreneur world
Yeah.
about living benefits and the
Yeah.
way you can use life insurance while you're alive. So I definitely want to speak on that at least.
Okay. Okay. Now with the living benefits, so how you can use um life insurance while you're alive is the living benefits, the cash value, and there's also a feature of lifetime income.
Yeah,
So there are features in IULs where you can pay into your policy your whole life, and then at retirement age that policy pays you. So boom, that's one way. Lifetime
so
income.
it'd be an extra check on top of your social security.
Yes, additional retirement. And I promise you, if 1 or 2 checks ain't cutting it right now, imagine 10, 15 years from now, especially when you're not working, you're gonna want to have as much income coming in as possible.
Possible, yeah.
So the name of the game is diversification. I will
Yeah.
always preach that. So that is one way that you can get
Mhm.
paid from your income. I mean, pay from your policy. Again, that's primarily if you have it set up and structured a certain way. And I do suggest that for young people, because you have the time to pay into it, so it does pay you out. Because yeah, it just depends on the way that you set it up. But I do recommend getting that policy while you're young, or getting that feature while you're young, so you do have enough time to pay into it and it grows. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the second way that you could get paid from it is that cash value. So like I was saying, a portion of your policy, because index universal life policies that have this cash value, it does have a roof. So it's typically capped at about 9-10%. Some people get a little bit more than that. But you have that growth of your money growing at 9-10%. On average, again, it grows at different rates. So I'm not gonna say that it's gonna do that with every policy, but just on average, or at the maximum, I would say at the maximum, it can grow at that rate. And you have a way where you can pull out that money at a certain time frame once it reaches a certain growth period. So again, speak with your life insurance agent. Make sure you get a some type of education about it. But once it reaches a certain level with that
Yeah.
money, then you're able to take from it. So not that first year where you just put, your first year's worth of
Yeah.
premium into it that you're able to take money. You do have to
Don't
align
think y'all
time
gonna be
with
able to
growth.
pull right away. It
That's
doesn't
what
work
I'm
that way.
come on. So I
Yeah,
just
I
want
got
to emphasize that.
you. Yeah.
I wanna be fair and honest.
Mhm.
So you have to allow it time to grow, but you can take that money out. And again, if it's structured and maintained properly, as that policy continues to grow, that loan that you took out might just pay itself back,
Okay.
essentially. So
Okay.
that is that infinite banking concept. But again, it does have
Yeah.
to be structured and maintained properly. Everybody do not qualify for those types of policies structured in that way. So please get with again an educated life insurance agent that can
Help
discuss
so
that
that
with
you
you.
can get what you need
Can
done. Yeah, I
That's
got
it,
you.
and
I
see
got
if you
can you tell
qualify.
us the requirements? Yeah,
The
are there any requirements that you can share with us?
And now life insurance is all based on 4 things. So this is based
Mhm.
on you so let's go through it and then I'll ask that question. So it's really health record. So based on how healthy you are, criminal record, That's risk. So if
Criminal
you out
record?
here
Yeah,
robbing banks
because it
and
may
toting
depend
guns,
on what can happen
look,
to you. Yeah,
that risk
yeah.
exactly. And then, like I said, with medical records, it is a business. So essentially, they do want to see how healthy you are because they're not trying to pay out these policies right away. They're trying to pay them out later rather than sooner. So that is something to think about. They do look at certain health conditions, if that
So we
makes sense.
got health,
Mhm.
we got your
Criminal
criminal
record,
record.
driving record. Again, you out here driving crazy. That's a risk. And then, of course,
All right.
age. So,
I knew
and
it.
with
Yep, I
age,
forgot about that one. Because
yes.
I know.
So,
I
and
don't
they
play.
do rate you 6 months older. So for example, my birthday is in August. I just turned 28. By April, they'll be rating me and I believe it's like February or March, 6 months after August. They'll be rating me at 29.
Got you. Got you. So they
So
rate you 6 months before you actually reach the next age.
yep.
Got you.
So based on all of that, when would you think the best time to get life insurance is?
When you 19, 13, 12, because
Look.
I didn't understand until I got into like really having kids, right? And then and that was like around about 25. So that's when I'm like, okay, now I understand why life insurance is like just so powerful. And then I was like, I wish I would have got it at a younger age because it's at a cheaper rate
Yes.
and everything's just better for you then.
That's it. That's it. So that is kind of what life insurance is based on. You can get life insurance as early as 2 weeks, soon as the baby has a social security card. You can sign them up for a policy, lock them in at that permanent policy rate. But even if it's a term, locking them in at that rate for the next 30 years. So um, get it as soon as possible. Because I mean, speaking of stories, just quickly, I have seen and service people. Well, I have seen people. I haven't been able to pull out living benefits yet, but I've seen my mentor where a 2-year-old leukemia, cancer, um, a 16-year-old heart attack, where you're able, and then I guess that kind of goes into that third way that you could get paid by policy, which is living benefits. So if you do know someone that has a heart attack, stroke, bad accident, things of that nature, cancer, just coma, things of that nature. And again, those sickness doesn't have an age, so
I was just
you
gonna
do
say death
get,
does not have an age to it.
come on.
Yeah, I
So
get what you're
having a
saying.
way where you can have again 20 to 90% of your policy. So again, if you have $100,000 policy, being able to get 20 to 90% of that policy paid out directly to you to pay for treatment, to pay for hospital bills, to continue to pay bills. If it's you, to
Yeah,
continue to maintain that child's schooling, whatever it is. So it's not all on you. It's a life insurance policy to help you maintain life.
yeah, I love it. I love it. I want to ask because this is the Midwest point of view,
Yeah.
and we do like to highlight. I'm sorry, highlight things that go on here in the Midwest, right? So
Yeah.
with your outlook on the Midwest, you've been in Chicago majority of your life, right?
Yes.
Cool. So you've been in the Midwest majority of your life. What do you believe is the best place, the best thing to do, and your favorite person here in the Midwest?
The best place.
Best place to
In
go. Best
Okay,
place
the
to go.
best place to go in
What you
Chicago
mean?
or the
Say go.
Midwest?
Just the Midwest. It could be Chicago if you feel like Chicago is one of the best places but just in the Midwest.
In the Midwest. Sheesh.
And you gotta tell us why. So make sure you think
The
about that good.
best place. Um, I want to say, London House in
Okay.
Chicago is one of my favorite places because of the chill vibe, of the rooftop, of the history of that building. Um, so yeah, I would definitely probably say London House. I love the food there. I love the vibe. I just love everything about London House. It's downtown. That's one of my favorite places. And the beach. I guess
Okay.
I might have to change it to the beach because it's right close to the beach too. But I would maybe have to say the beach. I would have to change it because I love the beach in Chicago. I love beaches everywhere, but specifically Chicago. So yeah, and if I had to go anywhere in the Midwest, I'm choosing choosing Lakeshore.
All
So
right,
yeah.
there we go. Okay, and then
Okay.
like, what's uh the I'm sorry. What's your favorite person here in the Midwest?
In the
Or who is
US,
your favorite person here in the Midwest? I'm sorry.
in the Midwest,
Hmm. Like an idol, not like mom or dad, because I can understand that,
okay.
but like an idol, somebody that you
We
feel
shout out
like,
mom and dad. Shout
yeah, for
out,
sure.
shout out
Shout out
mom.
mom and dad for sure. But somebody that's like has been like a motivation for you, or somebody that you looked up to, of course, that you feel like you took a little bit from.
Barack Obama.
All right,
All right. Okay. Shout
all
out
right,
Michelle. Shout out Michelle.
okay.
Yes,
Uh,
because he is definitely a impactful, influential native from Chicago. I don't care what people try to say about him. And I think like early on, he was just like just knowing that he came from Hyde Park, like the south side of Chicago, and really did it
Yeah.
big. Really put in my mind that I could believe in myself to do something big.
All right,
okay.
and
He
then what's
became
your?
president. What?
I know it's enough said there. It's enough said there. You already done. That's the best question. I mean, the best answer we probably gonna get right there. But what's your favorite thing to do here in the Midwest? That's my last one.
My favorite thing to do.
We got dope people. We got Barack Obama. We got dope places. You gave us London House and the beach, and then now we
Yes,
just need.
I love
You know what
London.
I'm saying?
Um,
A dope thing, because
A
that's the
dope
reason why
thing,
you
baby.
come to the Midwest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say one of the main reasons I come to the Midwest um, is because of my family and friends. I don't know if that's a thing,
No, it's your thing.
That's the
So I
reason. That's the
appreciate
but
reason.
that. On my
That's the
soul, I
reason.
appreciate that.
yeah,
That's
That's
love.
especially
love. That's
coming from
love.
down south and coming
That's
back and
love.
forth,
That's
and
love.
even coming back home, it was the familiarity that I have with my
Refreshing.
people. That's it.
See, I
That's
love it.
it.
I love it. Thank
That's
you.
what brings me back to the
Thank you.
Midwest is my people.
So I love that before we go, but I have to ask you this
Yes.
before we leave, because you a lot of your answers has to deal with having freedom and being free. And you mentioned this, I believe in your bio, it says building a free agency, right? Did I got that right?
Hmm. Yes,
So and
yes.
yeah, so tell us, what does that mean? What does this free agency, if that stands for anything, what does this mean, and what do you mean when it comes from that concept?
I really do appreciate that question and giving me a little bit of time to talk about my baby. So, my business is free financial revolution enhancing entrepreneurs. It's a revolution, man. I'm not playing about how I serve people. I'm not playing about how I educate people, how I'm
I
pouring
like it.
value into people.
Yeah.
It's a war out here, like the lack of financial literacy, the lack of mindset, the lack of positivity and empowerment in our communities, in our people. I'm breaking it. We're breaking generational curses, and one way to do that is again making sure that foundation is set through life insurance and through setting a financial future. So that's the financial revolution part of it, and I can't do it myself. So I am enhancing other entrepreneurs to get on the band with me and go out there, serve families, control your time, control your income, and be able to establish that for yourself and your family. That's
I
it.
love it. I love it.
Man, I love that, man. I love the interview, man. I love that we got a chance to talk, catch up.
Yes, thank you, Miss
It's
Trotter, for
amazing to
coming
see you
on.
do amazing.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
for sure. Oh, we'll let them know like where to follow you, where
Oh yeah,
to
social
link
media
up with
wise.
you, so they can learn about all this.
Yes, yes. Okay, so I'm actually going through a relaunch, rebrand. So I will guide everyone to my main page. I will be slowly getting rid of my business page, and I want to merge it with my personal page. So I am going through a relaunch, rebrand right now. My Instagram, if you would like to follow me, is J Official, JAYOFFICIAL. And I also do have my current business page out there. But you can see that once you go to my page because it's in my bio. So if you want that other business page while it's still up, go to J Official, look in my bio. You'll see that business page. And yeah. And again, follow my mentor as well. She has a lot of educational videos about life insurance. Her name is @_motivational MK. And her name of her business is Phoenix Life Revolution. Again, it's a revolution. And we living out our faith every day with that organization. So again, I thank you guys. Thank y'all for giving me that time. It's been wonderful catching up with you. I know you just went to invest
Yeah.
this too. So I'd love to see you
Oh
out
yeah.
here spreading the
Thank
word
you.
to the people. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
for this time, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
For
you.
sure. Love, man.
All right, y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah, for sure. Almost
Let's
we got
go.
like some just try and we gonna holler at y'all later for sure. Peace.